welcome back to the channel. This is the third time I've tried recording this. My phone fell out of the thing as a stand as I was recording. Today we're going to go over Eminem. Somebody has requested an Eminem tier list. So, well, tier list, album ranking, whatever you want to call it. I'll probably call it an album ranking. I'm going to try and compartmentalize, bring my thoughts down a bit, because the Beatles one was 17 minutes long. I didn't plan to make it that long. So let's get straight into it with my least favourite Eminem album, which is still good. It's just he's had so many other great albums, with Kamikaze. Now this was just a reaction to the critical panning of his previous album, Revival. And there are some good songs on it. The Ringer I like. Lucky You featuring Joyner Lucas. Now I'm not much of a rap head. I don't understand, flows and styles and all this stuff. But Joyner Lucas on that song absolutely smashes it. Sounds perfect. His rapping is on point. I love it. I love the song Stepping Stone. I love the song Fool. And Venom that closes the track is great. But definitely not his best album. And next up we have Revival itself. This album was critically panned across the board. Everyone and their aunt hated it, but I don't think it's too bad. There's songs I love, like Walk on Water, Believe, Bad Husband I love, Tragic Endings is great. Maybe I Was Framed is a great song. And Castle on the Rose, the closing tracks are beautiful, but there are some bad songs on this album. Some really, I agree with the message in this album. Yeah, he's being woke and, but, it's a good message, but his delivery was terrible. That's why it's so bad. And that freestyle we did that became a meme, that's an awfully hot coffee pot. It's just not great. So my third least favourite is Music to Be Murdered By from 2020. I'm not including the B-side to this he released in this video, because I haven't got it on vinyl and I haven't really listened to much of it yet. But yeah, this was so much better than the last two I just showed you. A huge improvement. But I love the songs Godzilla featuring Juice WRLD. God Bless Juice WRLD. Darkness is amazing. Leaving Heaven I love. You Gonna Learn? Those Kind of Nights. Mosh. There are some great songs on this album. But, it's not one of his best stuff. Or some of his best stuff. I wish the album had gone in a more, Music to Be Murdered By brain. It's gone in more in that direction, because you got like the premonition, you got all these interludes from Alfred, but the album doesn't really follow a murderous vibe. The last song, I Will, it goes off point for me. Now, next up is, my my fourth least favourite, middle of the list probably, is his most famous album, Eminem the Marshall Mathers LP. This was the one that put him on the map. The Slim Shady LP was huge as well, but this one was even more, it was even bigger, especially with like Biatch, I can't say it because of YouTube, Biatch Please 2, with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Nate Dogg. There's also Exhibit, but I'm not sure who that is. I know who the other ones are. That's a great song. And lots of songs on this album are great. And it's a good opportunity just to say, like, my sense of humour is very offensive. I find offensive humour so funny. I watch South Park and I watch Family Guy and I laugh my ass off. And my humour is also very childish, So some of the bad humour on this album, it does make me laugh. Like the song Kill You, the opening track, where he proceeds to talk about R.A.P.ing his own mother, of course. And Stan is easily one of the... Brain, calm down. I'm trying to go fast, I'm getting a bit... Stan is one of the greatest rap songs of all time, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Just absolute classic. Also Kim, the song Kim, the beat and the drums is just hardcore as fuck, and then the lyrics are he's shouting. Now I love that song. Kim, but it's so fucked up. It's insane. I absolutely love it. Of course, the real Slim Shady is an absolute rap classic, and The Way I Am, just fantastic. So next up on the list is Slim Shady LP. I prefer this one more, to be honest. I love the 90s style beats and the 90s production on this, with songs like If I Had, where he's rapping about if I had $1 million, I would do this and this and this, and the beat and the background singers, the background vocalists are fantastic. It's such a 90s groove. It's a headbanger. I absolutely love it. Of course, My Name Is one of his most famous songs. 97 Bonnie and Clyde, which is the sequel to Kim, the song, and it's on the album cover. Like, that's Kim's dead body. And then this is the song, 97 Bonnie and Clyde, where he takes Haley to the pier to dispose of Kim's body. Because fuck me. My Fault, number 11. There's a police helicopter out there, and it is doing my swear word head in. My Fault is a song about meeting a chick at an outdoor rave party and then giving her some shrooms, but she takes all the shrooms and ODs and dies, and it's all his fault. Because why not? There's a song called CUM on Everybody, which is a great song. Still don't give a swear word. Just don't give a swear word. Some really great songs on this one. Now, next up is probably, again, it's one of his most famous, but, you know, I prefer the other ones on the list. So we have The Eminem Show. Now, this is a classic, you know, but this is his rock rap stuff. White America is amazing. Business is a great song. Cleaning Out My Closet, which is amazing. Pardon me. I love every song on this album. You know, Sing for the Moment is one of the greatest rap songs of all time. I love the way he incorporated Dream On by Aerosmith. And My Dad's Gone Crazy. Till I Collapse is a headbanger. When the Music Stops with D12. It's what they call it. The kids would call it a banger. I've heard that, you know, I'm rather old-fashioned. I don't use that terminology, but the kids would call it's a real banger. But yeah, some great songs on this album. Now, top four Eminem albums. Number 4, we have Encore. Now, we're getting into, this is the era that I grew up with, you know. I was probably like 10, 11 when this album came out. I might be wrong. When did I swear it? No, 2008 is that one. This is, okay, no, this is not the era, the next one. Anyway, I love this album. I love how playful and, you know, there's some great songs. Yellow Brick Road is amazing. Like Toy Soldiers is fantastic. Mosh is a great song. Big Weenie, where he's talking about, you know, you make fun of people, so you've got a small dick, but my dick's bigger than yours. Rain Man is a great song. Mockingbird is lovely. And I love the closing track, Encore, where he just, the end of this album, he decides to just murder everyone for some reason. And I haven't shown you the gatefolds, but yeah, that's great. So top 3. Now we're getting into, this is the era that I grew up with and I remember. And it's crazy because I was probably like 12, 13 when this one came out. And God forbid, there's no way at 12 or 13 I could have understood the lyrical content on this album. For fuck's sake. It's just madness, you know. So this album follows the story of Slim Shady, or one of his alter egos, where, you know, he proceeds to, he has a bad childhood, he has a pill addiction, which unfortunately, you know, that is something Eminem was struggling with at the time. But he essentially raps about RAPing people, and he says that he's going to, RAPE Nicole Scherzinger in one of the songs. But as fucked up as it is, I love this album. Beautiful is a really touching song, and I don't know, it means a lot to me. It does mean a lot to me, because I remember it, you know, when this album came out, and another album I'm going to show you, I was not in the best of situations at the time. You know, I had my own struggles going on. So it was this kind of emotional support music was really helpful to me. But anyway, the other songs like 3 a.m., where he talks about being a serial killer and murdering people. My Mum is a great song. Insane. I'm not even going to go into the lyrics on that one. You can look it up if you haven't heard it. Bagpipes from Baghdad is great. Same song and dance. Medicine Ball is a really fucked up one. And Stay Wide Awake is incredibly fucked up. Must Be the Ganja, that's a real headbanger. But this is the album that Eminem doesn't like. He himself speaks out about how bad this album was, but I think it's absolutely brilliant. He's done better. So, yeah, my second favourite Eminem album, Marshall Mathers LP2. This came out when I was in college, I think. I'm obviously experiencing Eminem from a rock background. Most of the music I listen to is rock music. Pretty much all of it's rock music. And I love the rock leanings on this album. You know, with the songs, well, most of the songs. Like So Far, where he uses a Joe Walsh song. Berserk, of course, which is a very heavy rock song, and I love it. And didn't use it, but he worked with the producer, Rick Rubin, who has produced stuff for loads of different people. I believe Rick Rubin did the Johnny Cash American albums, but I might be wrong. Bad Guy is a great song, which is like a sequel to Stan. Rhyme or Reason I love. Asshole. Rap God. You know, everyone loves Rap God. Especially when that super fast verse comes in. Stronger Than I Was is a really touching moment. I love that song. The Monster featuring Rihanna. I'm not like a huge Rihanna fan, but I do enjoy that song. She does a great chorus on it. Love Game featuring Kendrick Lamar. Now again, I don't know much about other rappers, and I do need to listen to more rap music. So if you have any suggestions, you know, drop them below. But Kendrick Lamar is someone that I do need to listen to because Kendrick's verse on that song is superb, and the way he handles the chorus bit as well is lovely. And Headlights. Headlights is one of the most beautiful rap songs I've ever heard. You know, when Eminem is talking about how his mum's dying and he regrets all the other songs he's made trashing her. But yeah, and Evil Twin, the closing track, is great. So I'm trying to speed this along because I don't want to like a 20-minute rager. So my favourite Eminem album is probably one that not many people like. I've seen reviews and stuff and people say it's not great, but I absolutely love it. And I love every song. And it's Recovery. This was, you know, the late 2000s for Eminem was a hard time. He was struggling with a lot with his pill addiction, and I believe his divorce with Kim, but I think that was a long time before. Can you swear it off? Helicopter. So it was also brain. I need to think. Right. So the story goes that this one was going to have a sequel, but because it was planned so bad, and even Eminem didn't like it, the sequel was just trashed. And then he released Relapse Refill that had a few of the like songs that he thought were all right on it, and two songs, My Darling and Careful What You Wish For, are amazing. Also, there's a song that came out around the same time for a basketball player, but I can't remember his name. But the song is called Forever, with Eminem, Lil Wayne, Drake, and Kanye West. Now that is an amazing song, and I've gone way off topic, I apologise. So anyway, the sequel was scrapped, and then Eminem and Dr. Dre work on this, and I think this is fantastic, you know. A lot of the songs are very touching and very, you know, talking about his hardships, and as I said at the time, I was going through my own stuff, and listening to this album really did help me. Especially, you know, songs like You're Never Over and Not Afraid is a great song. Cinderella Man, 25 to Life, they're all really great songs. The only two songs that I'm not too fond of are Won't Back Down, featuring Pink, and White Trash Party. Although this is my favourite Eminem album, I have to say that White Trash Party is probably my least favourite Eminem song. It's just a bit bland, but otherwise, No Love featuring Lil Wayne is a great song. Going Through Changes, I love. Almost Famous, and the Untitled one is great. So yeah, this is my favourite Eminem album, and this bloody video is 15 minutes long. Thanks for watching. If you have your own list, I'd love to see them below, and I'll talk to you again next time. Take care, everyone.